AI platform Signzy offers digitization and automation solutions for the banking, financial services and insurance and BFSI industry, and counts global leading banks and NBFCs as its clients, which includes players like Mastercard, ICICI Bank, State Bank of India, just to give you an idea of what their client portfolio looks like. Now, Signzy essentially deploys artificial intelligence and blockchains for authenticating, identifying, and doing background checks. The startup recently raised an additional $3 million from Vertex Ventures this week, taking the total fundraise that they've done so far to over $8 million in total. Joining me right now on this trend spotting segment is the co-founder of Signzy, Ankit Ratan. Ankit, thank you so much for being with us on Startup Street. Now, you peg your platform or your solution as a no-code AI platform. Tell us quickly, what does it mean? How does it work?
Yeah, hi Megha. Thank you so much for having me on the show. So, the challenge most traditional organizations, especially financial services, are undergoing is that they need to truly transform their decision making from their current manual, siloed decision making to an AI-led decision making similar to what consumer tech companies have, because those would become the true competitors. So what this means is that they need to undergo a transformation of workflows, undergo a transformation of their processes. And Signzy brings in that AI capability. But what no code does is that it allows them to integrate this AI capability into their workflows without having to involve an IT vendor, without having to go through 6-month, 12-month coding cycles and code-based changes. They can directly integrate these AI capabilities using a no-code workflow platform that Signzy has. So that is the you can say a huge value add of Signzy, that it allows you to transform using AI, and not in 12 months, but in matter of weeks and days.
Absolutely. Through this entire episode of Startup Street today, we've been focusing on the impact of artificial intelligence on various verticals. And I believe that, especially given that you were dealing with banks and in the financial space, you were dealing with a massive surge, in global demands for your solutions. Of course, on account of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Can you quantify the surge for us, and what did you have to do at the back end to kind of manage this surge that you were seeing?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. So, for example, if I just remember the March, April, May months, right? So we had more customers in those 3 months than compared to the entire last year. So, of course, I think COVID has been a huge accelerator, and I mean, too many people have quoted this that it has been the biggest change of digital transformation. So I don't need to re-quote that, but yeah, that is 100% true.
Yeah.
Even in terms of employees, we have grown 3x. So, and we are hiring even actively now. So I think COVID has been a complete breaker in terms of demand. And I think the main reason that has happened is because you no longer are thinking about business profitability when you think about digitization. Digitization has become a necessity. And you now need to figure out how to digitize yourself versus should I digitize or not. So I think suddenly we are seeing even companies like LIC, which I mean would have been the laggards, actually doing it now. So those have gone really, really fast. And as you said, when things grow fast, you'll always break certain things. So there have been a lot of scaling challenges we have had to overcome. One is, of
Yeah.
course, people, that you will always fall short of people when you have such great demand. Also, in terms of the engineering side, scaling side, your systems would have not been ready to capture this demand. So we have undergone that phase, and I would say we are still undergoing the phase where we are trying to scale from an organization which was, let's say, catering to an X demand to 3x demand.
Yeah. Okay, while you're still dealing with that transition, let me quickly ask you, of course, you have a deep partnership with Mastercard, but since you are on our trend spotting segment, what edge do you have over your peers? If I were to ask you to highlight one USP, what would that be, and why is it difficult for other players to replicate your automation solutions?
Yeah, so I think we have been focusing on financial services as a segment for the last 5 years. We have been a very, very focused firm. If you look at companies in our space, they've always been horizontal. So they've been catering to the e-commerce, they've been catering to gaming companies. We've been very, very focused on financial services. So from day one, we have been able to build products and solutions which are really, really valuable for financial services and totally fit into their arena. So yeah, so that is the number one reason.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Well, a strong niche, and that's something you've been focusing on since day one. That you would count as the biggest USP. Well, we will have to bring you back on the show very soon to talk more about the startup. And congratulations once again on the recent fundraise.